Hello everybody and welcome to this video on Escape from Tarkov. I'm going to be covering the customs expansion that's just been released on the game as of today, Monday the 27th of July. Now I'm going to show you some of the entrances into the expansion. The first one being Elbow, as if you were coming from across the other side of customs. The second that I'm going to show you now is in construction. So you'll see that the building in construction towards the back near the double containers where you can get towards the bridge next to New Gas has actually been constructed a little bit more, that there's more meat on the bones to it. It's more of a location. You can get on top of it via the stairs, and you can get towards the main warehouse in the customs expansion itself, and it's a large area for you to be able to explore. The next one is from the containers themselves. If you go through the containers and then just behind the toilets that are directly on your right, if you turn left, there is a small gap in the fence. You can actually enter the expansion. This next entrance is at Old Gas Station. If you go towards the fence at the back where the Giving Tree is, there's a door that is now open that you can get through, and you are now in that next expansion area. You can either go left or right around the train tracks. This next one and last one is just a little hop over just after Elbow where the old hut used to be. You can pop over the fence and go from there. Now I'm going to show you a couple of creative ways that I had to get out of the actual expansion as well. Now I'm just going to show you a couple of creative ways I had to use in order to be able to get out of the expansion through some of the ways that I may have come in. Now this next piece that I'm going to be showing you is actually one of the buildings that are in the new expansion, and a building that you definitely should be looking at as something to hold down. This building here is just to the right as you go into Elbow, and there's a lot of different rooms in here. There's also a lot of jackets and a lot of loose items and a dead scav. Now the reason that I'm saying that this is going to be a really important location is purely the amount of jackets that are around, the amount of food items that are also around, and the amount of different barter trade items that you can find in and around this location. But the main feature of this is actually going to be upstairs. And no, I'm not talking about the library. What I'm actually talking about is the main sort of chemistry area. This is a location that can spawn some really high tier medical loot, and even with the chance of spawning a LEDX, as a LEDX can spawn in any medical loot location possible. Now if you come out of the back and go through the next door, there's a small storage area that also has a couple of medical loot spawns as well. Definitely want to keep your eye on, definitely want to fight over this building for sure. There's also some good spots that you can hit, and there's even a quick little window extract if you need to get out of there in a hurry. Now this building has 3 total entrances. The one at the front that we went through earlier, the one to get to the second floor just out on the side and straight through, and the one round the back of the building. Now the back of the building will expose you to anybody who is currently in the main warehouse, which we will get to shortly. Now moving towards the middle of the expansion itself is where you'll see the main warehouse. If you were to travel from looking at the main warehouse slightly off to the left, there is another building here. It's a garage. So going into the garage, not that door, that door, you'll see a truck and a couple of tables. This table has a good chance of spawning different weapon items, and is a really important location to have a look at to find any of those weapon items. Going upstairs, you can find various different barter items, in this case a motor and fuel, and there's also a toolbox at the top there, so good for any gas analyzers or any tools that you may need. In the next corner in the cabinet you can find some loose items and barter items there. Also you can exit out of the next door straight back into Elbow. If we were to go into the main warehouse, so this is from the side facing Old Gas Station, there are various different ways to get up towards the top of this location, there are 2 sets of stairs. On top, there are different spawn locations for some weapon items. There's a couple of technical supply crates, and you've got a complete 360-degree angle on anybody that may be trying to push you in this new expansion. You can pretty much see all the entrances to the new expansion. Now, there is also a basement in the main warehouse, which has a door which is locked by default. This could very well be the new extract. I'm unsure though, I would have to check that. You can get back up the stairs, and if you do, go towards the front end of the main warehouse, and there is a room just off in the main hallway. There you can find a medical supply crate, 2 weapon boxes, and a medical box. As well as that, there are also 2 jackets just at the door that you will come into. This is a 1-door room, so please be careful that you don't get yourself trapped here. Now, be careful of these signs. Going any further from this location, you will get murdered. And I'm going to pre-warn you of this because I got a little bit too curious on my first running through here. And considering that all of this footage is based on an offline raid, this just goes to show that this is a scripted event if you venture too far. And I won't lie to you, I absolutely shit my pants. And unfortunately, you'll get the wrath of some random snipers that are scripted into the map. So please be careful if you are in a live raid. You don't want this happening to you. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. If you've enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And follow me over on Twitch as well. I'm streaming every Wednesday, Friday and Sunday. Guys, thank you so much for watching though. Goodbye, and I'll see you on the next one.